Hey guys! So lately I've been feeling like the jars where I keep my makeup brushes in are just so boring and not that cute at all. So I kind of wanted to spice them up, but in a very subtle way and not go too crazy. And I found a DIY on Pinterest that I'm going to share with you guys, and it's this sea glass tint that you can add to your jars, and I think it's so cute. So what you will be needing is a glass jar, a mason jar, any jar will do. This is my old pickle jar, so I used that. You will need some food coloring. Any food coloring will work except the ones that are gel. This is just the neon one. Some Elmer's glue that we will be mixing with water to make homemade Mod Podge, but if you have Mod Podge, that works too. Some dishwashing liquid. You're also going to need a paintbrush. Make sure it's the one with the little sponge tip at the top because it doesn't leave streaks like a regular paintbrush. A cup, any cup will do, a measuring cup, it doesn't really matter. And lastly, a spoon. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get started on our homemade Mod Podge, which is 3 parts glue and 1 part water. So for that, we're just going to take our spoon and we're going to fill it up with Elmer's glue. So we're going to put 1 full spoon of Elmer's glue into the measuring cup, and we are going to do this 3 times. So 3 spoonfuls of Elmer's glue. Make sure you fill up the entire spoon. Next, we are adding the water. So we're just going to fill up the entire spoon with water and pour it into the measuring cup. Now we're going to do that again, but this time we're only adding half a spoonful of water. Next, take your dishwashing liquid and only put a tiny little drizzle of the liquid into your measuring cup. And now it's time to add food coloring. Because I want that sea glass effect on my jars, I am going to mix the blue and green to give it like a teal seafoam green kind of color. So what you want to do is take the blue and add 3 drops of that into the measuring cup. And then take the green and only add 1 drop of that. Now just take your little sponge paintbrush and mix everything together. You want to mix until it gets to that really pretty teal color and everything is smooth. And finally, it's time to paint your jar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand through it and start painting downwards. It's just easier for me. So you're going to take your little brush and start painting. Now, it's really important that you do a very thin layer of this, because if you add too much, it won't dry correctly and it won't have that sea glass effect at all. It will just have a lot of streaks and it will drip and it will be a disaster. So make sure that you just paint the entire jar evenly and it's one thin coat. So just make sure that there are no streaks and that you've coated the jar pretty evenly. Now once you're done, you just want to flip it upside down and let it dry that way. Now I know I didn't paint that rim around the top, but once the whole jar is completely dry, I will go back and do that. So when your jar is starting to dry, it's going to look like this. And this is what it looks like when it's completely dry. As you can see, it has like that frosty sea glass effect that's really pretty. And now I'm just going to go back and paint around the rim. And I'm sorry, I'm like so out of the shot there, but you know. And then I'm just going to flip that upside down again and let it dry again. Now, if you do mess up, if you added too much, if you don't like how it looks, you can just run your jar under hot water and it'll come right off and you can just start all over. So once your jar has completely dried, this is what it looks like, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It has that frosty sea glass oceany type texture where it doesn't feel smooth. It literally feels like there's a frosty layer on it. I don't know. I just think it's a fun way to spice up old jars, and you could add flowers in it, put it on your windowsill, or you can put your makeup brushes in it like I did. And I just think it looks so delicate and beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you try it out. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!